Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 7th October 2024. The Adani Group, India's second biggest cement maker, had entered the sector by acquiring Holcim India's operations in 2022. As with Holcim, Adani intends to move fast to close the deal with Ambuja Cements. Ambuja Cements had cash and cash equivalents of Rs 18,299 crore on June 30, 2024. However, the Indian conglomerate may opt out of a deal if it becomes a full sale process involving other contenders. Reliance Jio and Bharti Airtel are delaying further expansion of their 5G networks due to low capacity utilization and pending monetization. Both companies are focusing on upgrading their 4G users to 5G, with Jio already covering over 90% of India's population and leading in 5G user base. The Reserve Bank of India is expected to keep the repo rate unchanged at 6.5% due to concerns over sustained inflation and geopolitical tensions in West Asia. The central bank may also shift its monetary policy stance to neutral, reflecting tolerance for surplus liquidity in the banking system. Secondary investors who snap up stakes in assets held by private equity funds are ramping up in India to grab a piece of a deal pipeline worth as much as $20 billion. Demand for these types of transactions has risen in the last few months. This comes as managers look to sell down nearly $92 billion of unrealized deal value in companies they backed more than 6 years ago. In a secondary deal, investors buy an existing asset or commitment from primary investors or from their private equity fund itself. A growing segment of the market involves continuation funds in which assets are shifted to a separate vehicle to allow the fund or general partner to hang on to the asset longer. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.